up, world? We are back. This is another episode of the Cloud Chronicles, man. I'm your host, Johnny Blaze. Now, you may know who this man is sitting right here. Now, not with me, but he is with me. You know what I'm saying? This is Mr. Big Time himself, man. He's a host. He's the creator of the Curious Red Flags podcast. Y'all check that out on YouTube. Make sure and subscribe to that. All the way from Southside Jamaica, Queens. This is Nick Carthan. He is a comedian. He's an actor. You may have seen him on Russell Simmons' All Deaf Digital. He's done several comedic shorts online.
Not for stand up though. Not for stand. Just on. I did a sketch. I played Dame Dash.
Yeah. Okay. He played Dame Dash in a sketch for them. Not for the stand up. You've seen him on Zooming with the Homies. He's hosted Zooming with the Homies one time as well. You've seen him on Wording is Hard. And you may have seen him at the Laugh Factory, man. This is Nick Carthan in the building. Thank you so much.
What's up, man? Thanks for having me, bro.
I appreciate it, man. I know you're a busy man. Let's get right into it.
Man, I appreciate having. I know we were supposed to do it last week, but so much stuff was going on. So it's like, you'll say yes and you'll write it down, but it'd be like, you'd be like, oh man, holy shit. I did too much, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, especially when you're trying to, set stuff up a couple weeks out. You want to give people the proper notice, but then at the same time, life,
man,
2-3 week period.
I you know what's so funny? I so do not like saying yes to stuff so far out.
Right.
I be like, when people are like, can you do it today? Can you do it tomorrow? And I'd be like, all right, check next week. But I've been doing that. And I'm not a here's the crazy part. And I'll admit this like a show. First time I ever say this.
All right. So shit.
I am not a write something down. So basically, the reminder is the person hitting me up like, hey, you got this today, whatever. So I'm like, oh shit. But I remember I got something. It's just, I'll be like, I gotta get out of that habit of doing it. I'm now learning how to schedule it in my cell phone.
Right.
And write it down on my phone and all that. But I gotta get better at it. So, but I'm happy to be here, man.
Man, it's a blessing, man. It's a blessing, man. So have you been able to get back out on the stages here recently?
I got a show coming up. I'm waiting for the date, so I don't want to give all the information, but you'll be able to get the tickets online. I'll be on stage performing, but it's I can't wait, man. So this will be the first show I'm doing back on stage of the year, but it will be streamed where people can watch it live from home. I've been doing Zoom shows, but to get back up on the stage, this is like, okay, it's time to like, you know what I'm saying? But
it's a different ball game.
It's a ball game, but I feel like I've been performing every day. I'm online probably 6 days a week, just with the material and the playing around and all that. So I'm ready to go, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm just excited. It's time to get this thing going. We never know when this world is going to be normal again. So anytime I could, how when you jumping into double dutch, anytime you can jump in, get in there.
Yeah. Hey, man, you just got to look at them exhibition games you've been playing, man. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Back on the stage.
I've been playing open court run to the time at the big time game. So
yeah, man. So, but you definitely like the on stage stuff. Ain't nothing like that though, is it?
Yeah. What you say again?
I said definitely being on stage as far. I know you've done the virtual shows, which is better than nothing. But like the being on stage feel is a lot. Which one?
Yeah, being on stage is totally. It's just a whole different feel. You know what I'm saying? It's a whole different feel. So I just can't wait to get back on that. You know what I'm saying? And just get back rocking on stage. That's my thing right now. Get back on stage.
Yeah, man. I feel you, man. You gotta keep busy. Hey, man. So we got some stuff in common, bro. I want to talk to you about Mace, man. Grew up loving Mace myself. You a big fan of Mace growing up?
Big fan of Mace. Mace was one of my top 5 at the I want to say when I was in high school. Yeah, 9th grade. I graduated 96. Mace was huge. Mace was huge for my whole high school, for high school, you know what I'm saying? And then Mace was huge, man. Mace was I want to say Mace started off the new era, a lot of people don't like, because Mason, because after Big and Pac was part of an era.
Right.
And then Mace brought in the era, the Mace and the Locks brought in the era of Cameron and Noriega and right? Like I think if I'm right? DMX and Black Rob and all those new cats that we liked in the 90s came in. Mace was the first artist, I believe, East Coast wise, that launched that new 90s way, that going into that wave. He was the first one, right? Yeah, he was.
I'm in the South. I was in the South, man. For
you was in the South. Okay, yeah, Mace.
He was big though, bro. He was huge. We was
Mace was huge.
We was printing out lyrics on off the computer and taking them to school and like, you know what I'm saying? And, just getting all the lyrics right. So we was word for word right with that shit, man. We was on it, me and my boy Brandon, man.
Yeah. Mace was the shit. Mace, man, Mace had me thinking Harlem looked something what it wasn't. Because he was talking about Harlem World, I'm thinking about shiny suits and people in buildings and horses and all types of horse and carriages running down. And I went to Harlem, a big ass rat. I was like, this ain't the Harlem World Mace was talking about.
No, this is not it. This is not it. So it must be crazy up there when he was out though.
Yeah. Mace was dope. Mace was definitely fire, man.
Yeah, man. That's what's up, man. Hey, so check this out, man. Tell me more about the show you got going. You got
podcast?
Yeah. Talk about the podcast, man. What made you get into that? I mean, fellow podcasters, man, tell them about the Curious Red Flags. Tell them about what it's about if they haven't seen it too, please.
So I've always wanted to do a podcast. But let me take it back. I was doing stand-up, and my favorite podcast is I love Nori. Nori's one of my favorite rappers. And Nori, to me, got the podcast game. He's killing it, right? You know what I'm saying? And I know a lot of people be like, oh, he talks over people or whatever. But if you watch his episodes, he had an episode that he did with L Cool J. Was it L Cool? Whoever it was. But he said, yo, I'm learning. You learn as you work. You know what I'm saying? So I was a fan of that. And then Joe Budden's podcast, I was a fan of that podcast. And what I liked about both of them was turning your personality into a show. Because that's what podcasting all is about. So let's go back. Stand-up comedy. I started a show called the Black Jelly Bean Show, which I've seen that. Yeah, I didn't know what that was about. I had the Black Jelly Bean Show, and I was shooting it in my homegirl's van. She had a van that she turned into stand-up comedy. And when I was probably about, I want to say I was about like maybe 15, 20 episodes in, 15. I don't know how many episodes I was in, but the COVID hit and we couldn't record in there no more.
Right.
So when I did the, when everybody was home, everybody wasn't on stage, everybody was home, and I started going live on IG, man. And a lot of people don't know this. Let me just say this real quick. Like when I was doing the Black Jelly Bean Show, my YouTube started off with 14 subscribers.
Right.
And I remember when I started that show, I started that show in we in 2021 right now, right? I started that show at the end of 2019, going on 2020.
Yeah.
And it shot up to like 500 subscribers, to maybe 500 subscribers.
So you knew you had something.
I knew I had something, but this was me putting in the hard. I'm gonna get to it. Put in that work, that footwork. So then, then when I went live on IG when the quarantine hit, you know what I'm saying? I never used to mess with live because when I go live, man, it'd be like one person in there, and that's a shitstorm. You don't want to be. That's embarrassing. That's like worse than bombing. You in there talking. You be
never gone live.
You want to kill yourself. You look at the one person like, why the fuck are you even in here? Just leave.
Yeah. Go
get some more people. You know what I'm saying? So
facts.
I I was consistent. I was just telling stories of on my live. And then one of my comedian friends came in with a big following. She came in there one day on a story I was talking about, and she brought 180 people in there. Yeah. And 30 stayed. And they signed on, they followed me. And then I started growing. Then me and my partner, Marshall Brandon, we started a show on IG called Full Disclosure. And we was doing that show from March till about July.
What was that about?
Doing it now. We still, huh?
What was Full Disclosure about?
Full Disclosure was just me, him. He lives in New York. I live out here. And we were just, talk about the news and all type of shit. We didn't know what we was going with the show. We were just playing around, and whatever. And what happened was one day, I did a one-man show on IG. It was the first time I don't think anybody's ever done before. I know, to me, that everybody I know of, I did a one-man show on IG. It was called The Curious Red Flags of Nick Carthan. And it was about all my high school stories. Okay. And man, the one-man show was a success. You know what I'm saying? It was definitely a success. And from there, I was like, my partner, he got busy one day. I was holding down the Full Disclosure show for like 2 months. He was on the road doing some work, man. And one day I was like, man, because when the quarantine was going on, I'm pretty sure all of us was ordering shit. We was home. I was on Amazon every day. You know what I'm saying?
You got to put your phone down trying to stay off ordering shit. Ordering shit.
Yeah, I was addicted. I was ordering bullshit. I ordered a poster.
Yeah. When's the last time you ordered a poster, dog? When's the last time you bought a poster?
I ordered a poster that I could have made on my own. I felt like they just copied something from the computer and sold it for $20. Anyway, I did that, and then boom, I was like, yo, let me start my podcast. So I got all the likes. I created the podcast. I created the print and all that, but still, it ain't about getting all. You could do all this stuff in the word about actually recording and doing an episode. And one day, I woke up.
Said that right there, fam. I didn't mean to interject, but boy, you said that right
there. It's the fact, like people don't listen. You could buy a PlayStation, but you can't play it until you set it up. It's the truth. You know how many people done got shit? Like even weights. I know people that buy weights and ain't set it up yet. I know somebody got a treadmill in their closet from 2014.
Collecting dust.
Collecting dust. So all this shit I ordered, I like, yo, it's time. I got on. I committed to this date. I recorded my first episode. And I want to say the first episode, man, literally, I didn't know what the first episode was going to be. Mm-hmm. I didn't know what it was going to be about. Nor did I know what the direction of the podcast was going to be.
Right.
But 4 episodes in, I found what the podcast is supposed to be about.
Found your lane.
Found my lane. And the podcast is about me talking about red flags in life and my stories. Sometimes I bring guests on here, talk about their red flags, or I show them love and tell them about what they do or whatever. I just be having fun. So now I know who I am on the podcast. You know what I'm saying? I know who I am. This is my shit now. You know what I mean? And this podcast is a tool because I want to be like the next Arsenio. I'm putting that out there. I want to have my own talk show, man. It's something that
the universe.
Yeah, I put it in the universe. So that's how that started, man. And now I'm like, shit. I'm episode. I want to say, let me see. I'm episode because I got to record today. I'm episode freaking 20. Yeah, I'm about to do episode 28 today. So
and your views are consistent too, man. You got consistent views too, bro.
Yeah, man, listen.
People watching. I'm watching.
Thank you, man. That's you guys, man, showing me. I don't know, like, you know what happened? I got a lot of friends in the game, and I had to get out my shell. I started hitting people up about their shows, and I feel like I know I got a lot of people supporting me from 3 different areas. It was either Did You Miss Me podcast. I told a story on there.
Right.
I got some people from there.
I watched that. I watched that one too.
That one right there. I don't know. Did you find me from Zooming with the Homies?
Yeah. Zooming. I think Zooming is where I saw you at. Yeah.
Zooming with the homies. Zooming with the homies. The word is hard. Tahir let me on his podcast, on his show, and it was a wrap from there, man. Like, especially the night I hosted. The night I hosted, it was over after that. Like, I got a lot of people started messing with me. Humbly, I was happy, man. I was nervous.
I watched that episode, dog. I was watching that episode. I didn't know you was gonna be hosting. I was sitting here.
Me neither.
I was sitting here with the wife, and she was like, "Is Tahir not on this episode?" And I was like, "I think he's coming later." But I was like,
"You watch it with the wife?"
Yeah, I did. I did.
Oh, check this out, right? Tahir, that's Tahir's show,
right?
So when Tahir called me, a lot of people don't know this, but Tahir called me like an hour. Like, "Hey man, you busy today?" I was like, and I'm about to go out. I'm about to go to another event.
Yeah.
And he was like, "Yo, I need you to do Zoom with the homies." So I was like, "Fuck the event." You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, for real.
You know what I'm saying? I saw that was just the event. You know what I'm saying? But the event, was my homie too. But I fucked the event. But like, basically, this person is where he need to be. This is gonna put me where, so he'll understand. So, but then again, I was nervous too, cause I was like, Zoom with the homie, the more mob, like, they may not want to fuck with me. You know what I'm saying? So with Tahir, I was like, but he ain't gonna call me back, because he was like, I know he said baby. They hit me up like, "Yo, I'm plugging you in right now." Immediately, I just came in there being me. I came in there, and I'm gonna say that if it wasn't for me going live and doing my podcast and shit, it would have never been able to go down like that. And I went in there with my own. I wasn't trying to be Tahir.
I went in there Nick. Just be Nick, man. You
gotta be you. And man, I'm doing the show. I'm not even paying attention to the comments. My wife is like at the door, like, they love you. They loving you. You know what I'm saying? And my phone going off. And my phone going off. It was showing me love. And I'm like, yo. And then I read the comments. People said, I didn't think, because you know what happens is, that's why I started the podcast too. A lot of times when I do Zoom with the homies, a lot of people like, it be like, I've been on Zoom with the homies a lot last year. So a lot of people kind of watch the show and they be like, sometimes Nick is quiet or whatever it is. And I'll be like, yo, sometimes I don't always got to be on. You know what I'm saying? Like,
the first couple times I saw you on there, you was real quiet. I remember that. And I felt like if you weren't quiet, I just felt like he ain't trying to dominate. He see a spot, he gonna go. If it ain't a spot, he gonna chill. You know what I'm saying? I would have handled the shit the same way on my
you gotta pick your lanes, like, because a lot of people don't know. I was on the very second episode of Zoom with the homies, back when, before there was a theme song. Back when the hill was just talking.
Bro. I've been watching that shit. I've been watching the whole time.
Yo, the first time I was on there, it was me, Keon, Lance Woods, Kente Scott, and BT Kingsley.
I remember.
And I didn't know what the fuck the show was. I was just sitting there, like, just staring, like, I didn't know what to talk about. I was just sitting there, like, quiet or whatever. The second time I got on there, I was me. But then when I got used to it, and then the ones I hosted it, I felt like when I come on, I don't always have to be on. You know what I'm saying? I think one time I'll let other people live. You know what I'm saying? I know I'm gonna be able to come back on again. It's some people that might not get the opportunity to get back up on there. So,
that's a good point too.
And I got my own show. So it's like, I go on there, show my face, show my support and love to everybody. But I have my own show too. Like, you want to see me wild out? Come over to you know what I'm saying? On Sunday. Yeah. So,
But that's that. Yeah, man. That's what's up. Hey, look. It's been. I know you got a lot of shit to do. I know you got.
No, you good. We good.
You good.
I ain't rushing. I'm good. I owe you.
I owe you.
I feel like I owe you 30, like, because I came in late. I know.
We good, man. We good. Hey, I'll get to the lightning round, man. I just got some little funny questions that I like to ask at the end. You may have heard some of these, you may have seen it before. If not, hey, just answer these questions to the best of your ability. All right.
Let's get it.
All right, man. So you just won the lotto. You got 50 million. What's the first thing you buying?
I got the lotto. Damn, man. If you'd have asked me that when I was single, I'd have been out here just trying to get but now I'm married, man. Let's be real. I won 50 million and I'm married. You know what I'm saying? It's not what I want to do with the money.
Right. What y'all doing?
What she gonna feel like we need to do with the money. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Well, the first thing I'm gonna do is I'm relocating.
Okay.
I get the fuck out of it. I gotta get 50. How much you said? 50 million?
50 mil. You got 50, man.
50, I gotta get the fuck out of this neighborhood. I gotta get out of this neighborhood.
You can do something with 50, man. You can do
Yeah,
something with 50.
yeah, 50 million. I gotta get out of here. You know what I'm saying? Because you gotta believe I'm coming down the street with something that's waking the neighborhood up. You know what I'm saying? I'm driving down the street with something that's waking the neighborhood up. You guys, best believe I'm shattering glass.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we gotta move. We gotta relocate.
Yeah, the homeowners association is not gonna allow that, brother. I hate to tell you that shit.
Yeah. 5 things I'm gonna do with the money. I'm most likely after I relocate. I'm going to put some money into, my wife help. I'm gonna start some businesses, man.
She is hilarious too, by the way. I just wanted to tell you that she's hilarious. Huh? Your wife, she's hilarious.
Oh, did you see her perform the other night?
I did. I saw her on we watched it on Zooming.
Zoom with the homies. Okay, yeah.
We saw her on Zooming, and we saw her on y'all's episode you did with her as well.
Yeah, she's a lot of people don't know this, but she started comedy. She was in comedy way. I'm a baby compared to her in comedy. So she's been doing comedy for a minute. So it's funny. A lot of people was like, I didn't know his wife did comedy, but yeah, she's a veteran. She's a vet. You know what I'm saying? She's hilarious, man. And that episode I did with her, I always ask people who they want to see, and a lot of people kept asking for her. So I was like, fuck it, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. But it wasn't easy to get her. Just because she's my wife, it wasn't. She's probably the hardest guest to get.
Ain't that crazy though?
Ain't that a motherfucker? The hardest guest.
Yeah, like I'm with you.
I'm in the bed. I'm in the bed with her. She's like, this is not the proper.
You gotta get back to me. I'm right here.
Yeah. I'm in the bed with her. She like, this is not the proper way to ask me. You got to go through the right channel. I'm like, nigga, what?
Instead of meeting up like everybody else, what the fuck are you doing over here?
Yeah. So yeah, man. She 50 million. I'm invested in my some businesses, man. My podcast, some businesses. I might try to buy me. I might try to buy me a network. You know what I'm saying? Buy me my own network so I can do my own shit.
Ain't nothing wrong with that, man. You see P and Baron Davis bought Reebok, so.
Yeah, there you go. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna buy New Balance.
There you go.
For all the hood dudes, like all the hood dudes out there is kind of go out there and get a jux.
Yeah. Hey, you don't forget the grilling dads, man. You know them New Balances go hard.
There you go. You know what I'm saying? You ever did a chicken New? You ever did a chicken New Balances? You know that's a toxic relationship. You know. Any girl wearing New Balance ain't up to no good. She scratched the back of her neck. She scratched the back of her neck.
Yeah, man. You don't know what she got in the purse on her, man. You don't know what she
you don't want that, man.
Yeah, that's what's up, man. That's what's up. Hey, man. So, okay, before I let you get out of here, man, you got any shout outs? Anybody want to say what's up to before we go?
All right, man. Hey, man, shout out to you, man, for letting me on your show, man. I appreciate you, man. I love the background. I love what you're doing, man. I appreciate you having me on the show. I love to do it again, man. Next time you have me. And I just, go to follow me at Nick_Carthan on Instagram. When you follow me, I send you the YouTube link, or you can click the link in my bio and subscribe to my podcast, man. Every Sunday, 3 p.m. Pacific, 6 p.m. Eastern, new episode dropping. I don't want to say tomorrow. I don't know when you're gonna drop this. So yeah,
it won't be tomorrow. It won't be tomorrow.
All right. So whenever y'all check this out, Sunday, 3 p.m. Pacific, 6 p.m. Eastern.
That's what's up, man. Well, hey, man, I appreciate you sitting down with us again, man. That I don't even know what to say, man. I
appreciate you, bro. I appreciate you.
I ain't told nobody either. I ain't told nobody. But now that this shit is in the books, nigga, I'm talking cash shit.
Go ahead. I'll share it. I'll post, man. Thank you for having me. Like I said, you were the professional in this one. I'm letting the people know. I was, man, I canceled on this dude last week and then I came late. I told you at the time and came late. But man, I appreciate you having me. I owe you another one.
All right, man. That's what's up, man. I'm damn sure gonna take you up on that. You gotta hear live. You heard him say that. Baby, Nick said he gonna do another one.
You got my number, so there you go.
All right, man. I appreciate that. Hey, man, before I get out of here, like I always like to say at the end of the episode, man, mental health is real. Y'all take care of this. It'll take care of you. Shout out to the sponsors, Freeway Cannabis Official, Doc TV.
Gotta send me a shirt. Gotta send me a shirt.
One of these freeways?
Yeah,
Like that?
I like
Yeah,
that.
man. Freeway Official, you know what I'm saying? You see the Rick Ross down there? It's the real Rick Ross.
I like that.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I got you.
All right, bro.
Hey, this has been another episode of the Cloud Chronicles, man. I'm Johnny Blaze, man. This is Nick Carthan. We out of here. Peace.
Peace.